Back west, we're now starting to see some pockets and breaks in the snow. Thunder snow possible up towards the north. That's how dynamic and heavy this snow is going to be. The pea-sized hail is not severe hail, but it accumulates on the ground. It almost looks like snow. The strongest winds to move through and produce widespread damage. It's humidity driven, not necessarily temperature driven. No guarantees when it comes to auroras, but your best chance is going to be as far north as you can go. You're planning to go to the lakes tomorrow. One, I'm jealous of you. Two, it's going to be nice weather. We have dark skies just move over downtown Kansas City. 30-mile-per-hour winds to the south, 40-mile-per-hour winds to the north. That's 70-mile-per-hour rotation in this storm. The rain-snow line will kind of dance north and south of the metro. Once this line moves through your neighborhood, the severe threat really drops to zero. 50 to 60,000 feet tall. So these are tall, mature thunderstorms. Moments away here from the doors opening, and in my arms I've got one of the resident reptiles.
Ooh.
You missed it last night because we were talking about my participation in the Fox 4 Easter egg hunt.
Yep. There's a lot going on.
Well, you know, there's really not. There's sunshine and there's warmth ahead. But the good news is that the humidity going to be much more comfortable for the rest of the week. So still muggy tomorrow, still a major hurricane out here. And look at this. It is undergoing eye wall replacement right now. It's now the south and southeast side of the metro that's seeing the worst winds now. This will continue to produce a line of damage, probably that stretches back through Overland Park and out towards Lawrence. You're going to be at the air show, outdoors. You need to stay hydrated. It's 91 currently out in Independence. Then we factor in the humidity, improve things pretty quickly starting around 8 a.m. tomorrow. Plows will be out early across the North Pole, bringing this cold air further south. And so that all spills into the Midwest here really by Saturday. However, this is not the big chunk of the system. Tuesday is the much more impactful day. That's when we get 3 to 5 inches of snow here in the metro. And so the winds that have been coming out of the west today are coming off of this pretty thick snowpack for November standards in Kansas.
Meteorologist Jacob Lanier tracking all this system and what's hitting the metro.
Yeah, it's been a kind of an interesting drive on the way in today. And this is one of 2 systems we're dealing with over the next few days.
Yeah, it is the first of 2 winter systems coming through. And I know a lot of people have been asking questions, you know, with the heavy snow rates we've seen today, are we not going to see any accumulations tonight? Well, really still seeing a dusting just because our temperatures are so marginal. We're at 32 degrees right now. And if you notice, when the snow outside lets up for a little bit, what the dusting we've seen on the ground starts to melt. So that's kind of where we're at going into tonight. Certainly cold, wind chill of 24 right now. And there's a lot of dry air circling in. There's the measly low pressure back over towards Salina and Manhattan. So still some scattered snow showers here for the next several hours, but not widespread, heavy, big accumulating snow for us, which is why I think we should be good to go here through the evening, other than a few slick overpasses. Borderline around 32 for the metro. Here's some pockets, though. Again, these quick, heavy bursts. We're seeing north of Lewisburg there on 69 Highway, Belton towards Grandview, Lee's Summit, also Overland Park, Shawnee, up into western Wyandotte County. Seeing some of these darker blues is where the heavier snow is falling. Leavenworth about to see a burst as well. And then some light snow activity moving up towards Liberty. So through tonight, our snow chances remain decently high through about midnight. So through this evening, we'll continue to see flakes fall. After midnight, a lot of it starts to taper off. And I do think by the time most of us wake up tomorrow morning, any snow should be done falling for the morning time. And so tonight we'll get maybe a dusting for most of the metro. Again, grassy elevated surfaces, a touch more, maybe slightly higher amounts from Lawrence and Ottawa back towards the west, but not a big impactful snow system for us here tonight. Tomorrow, maybe a few novelty flakes or flurries in the afternoon. Mostly cloudy for your Saturday, a touch milder. Still colder than normal, though, at a high of 36 degrees for your Saturday afternoon. So just a cold and cloudy weekend. Here's the afternoon and evening flurries. By 6 o'clock tomorrow, wouldn't be surprised to see 1 or 2 stray flakes, but no accumulations with that. And again, because we get above freezing tomorrow, any dusting we do get tonight should be melting. Actually, a few peaks of sunshine possible on Sunday, and that'll get us to near 40 degrees before our next system moves in, and that arrives on Monday morning as rain transitioning to snow. So a few flurries tomorrow. Sunday's dry with even peaks of sun. Monday's that wintry mix changing to all snow for Tuesday, and this is going to be our next big change in our next big system for early next week. Right now, it's still over 2,000 miles away up in the northern Pacific Ocean. It's about to move on shore in the Pacific Northwest, and actually this afternoon, the hurricane hunters have been out flying through this storm to get us some better data to add some clarity to our forecast as we get closer to an impactful storm for much of the Midwest, South, and Eastern U.S. So I'll walk you through the forecast. Here's our latest microcast showing rain starting Monday morning. Now, the big question with this system early next week is how quickly do we change from rain to snow? It's probably going to happen at some point Monday afternoon into Monday evening. The earlier that changeover happens, the more likely we see higher snowfall totals. The longer the rain sticks around, the less snow we're expected to see. Right now, this track kind of puts it right up I-44, which is kind of close to a pretty good snow event for us for parts of central Missouri. So we're keeping an eye on this. The wind's also strong, blowing snow could be possible Monday night into Tuesday, and then all that ends by Tuesday around lunchtime. So more than 24 hours of snow falling means we could get several inches. Here's kind of our first preview of the most likely scenario for the Kansas City Metro. Probably in the 2 to 5 range for mainly Monday into Tuesday, Monday afternoon. At most, on the high side, we could see some spots a little more than that, and I think everyone gets at least 1 inch. That's going to be pretty easy to do. So it's really that change over time from when we change from rain to snow on Monday that'll determine how many inches we see accumulate early next week. Regardless, it looks to be plowable. Anything more than 2 inches, we'll have to use the snow plows. And I think we could see road impacts for certain by the Monday evening commute heading into the Tuesday morning commute. So that's going to be a bigger storm we'll watch. Thankfully, tonight, not a big issue with the flurries just leading to a dusting.
Well, and easy to navigate as long as you're being safe, too. And it seems like some of the backups were because of people sliding off and maybe taking those a little bit too quick on the road.
Yeah, the bridge is a little slick, even just with the dusting out there, so be careful of that tonight.
Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah.